Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands? Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello? Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet? Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet? Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello? Hello, hello. Can you clap your hands?
On Wednesday, we went over the vocabulary words for our family topic using our workbook. We will do the same for this class. Brother, sister, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, and here you can see the entire family. And let's not forget our poem, See My Family.
See my family, see them all. Some are short, some are tall.
Daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do, Daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do, Daddy shark.
Grandma shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandma shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandma shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandma shark.
Grandpa shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandpa shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandpa shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandpa shark. Let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt.
Run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away. Safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last. It's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end.
And guess what? It is story time. Pay close attention because after the story is over, you're going to solve a page on the workbook about the story.
Tasting Time on Harmony Street by Wade Hudson. Illustrated by Linda Bronson. It's the second Saturday of the month. Just another Saturday for some people, but a special day for those who live at 510 Harmony Street. It's the day all the neighbors get together for a scrumptious feast. Each family brings a dish to pass and a smile to share.
Come along! It's tasting time on Harmony Street.
Mr. Garcia browns beef, while Mrs. Garcia makes tortillas. Jose and Maria want to help. Mrs. Garcia uses an enchilada recipe she learned growing up in Mexico. To make enchiladas, just take a seat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. Nai Nai Wong stir-fries Kung Pao chicken. Nai Nai made this for Mr. Wong when they lived in China. Stir-fry the chicken, turn up the heat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. Johnson's grilled chicken that they soaked in spicy sauce last night. They learned to make jerk chicken when they lived in Jamaica. The Johnsons are ready to share jerked meat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. Mrs. Campanelli fills cannoli shells with a sweet, creamy filling. She remembers the smell of her mama's cannoli baking in the kitchen in Italy. Bake the cannoli, then make the kitchen neat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. Mrs. Kosar lets the goulash simmer. In this Hungarian dish, paprika, beef, vegetables, onions, and spices boil gently together to make a stew. A final dash of paprika makes the goulash complete. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. Mrs. O'Brien's Irish stew has bubbled for hours. She makes it just like her mother did in Ireland, with lamb, potatoes, onions, and parsley. Mrs. O'Brien watches closely. She doesn't miss a beat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. It takes a large pot to hold Mrs. Wilson's collard greens. Little Jimmy and Mr. Wilson smile as she finishes the dish from her mother's recipe. These southern greens are savory and sweet. It's tasting time on Harmony Street. The Suzuki family finishes making daikon. This Japanese orange jelly candy is a perfect dessert. Who's ready to share this sweet treat? It's tasting time on Harmony Street. It's the day all the neighbors get together for a scrumptious feast. Each family cooked a different food, rich in the flavor of their homeland. Everyone is here now, eager to share food, happy to share friendship. The table is set. Time to eat. It's tasting time on Harmony Street.
On page 51, we are going to name each of the characters from the story: Mrs. Wilson, Mrs. O'Brien, and Mrs. Johnson. Then we are going to match each of the characters to the dish they made in the story. Do you remember what did Mrs. Wilson make? Was it the spicy chicken, the stew, or the southern greens? If your answer was the southern greens, you're completely right. So let's draw a line from Mrs. Wilson to the southern greens. You are going to do the same for Mrs. O'Brien and Mrs. Johnson. If you're not sure about the answers, you may always go back to the story. Nice job today!